What is up, guys? My name is Ebenezer Frimpong and welcome back to another fantastic video. This is actually my very first upload of 2019, and this video is only going to be like 10 seconds long because I'm making this video to wish you a happy new year from me to you, and to tell you it's going to be a very prosperous year for you. You're going to hit all of your goals, and it's just going to be an awesome year for you all around. That is all for this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and most definitely subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Obviously, I'm kidding. All jokes aside, I do want to get on here and wish you guys a happy new year. I want to give you guys a mini, well, not a mini update. I just want to give you guys an update on my goals for this year, what projects I'm going to be working on, what I'm going to be doing, and things like that, basically. So the very first thing that I'm working on right now is, well, I'm actually almost done. So for all the people that are inside my high-ticket dropshipping course, the course, in a couple of days, you should see all the content in the course disappear. Don't panic. Instead of just making new videos and adding it to the content that's already in there, I didn't like the way the course was structured, so I actually redid the entire course. So now it's in case study format. So you're basically looking over my shoulder, and I build a store, drive traffic to it, and get sales right in front of your eyes. You guys will be able to see the back end of the store. You'll see the Google Ads account. You'll see all of that stuff inside the course. So it's basically case study format. So in a couple of days, you should see all the content in the course now disappear. I'm working on finishing up editing and uploading the new content. Some of it is already in there. I just haven't published it for you guys to see. So that's the main thing that I'm working on for this month. It should be out. It should be ready. I was trying to get it out last year. See what I did there? But last month I tried to get it out, finished up by December, but I didn't get a chance to. But it definitely should be out and finished complete this month. The price for the course will go up once it's out, so everyone who's already in the course will get the new one completely free. You get all updates and everything like that completely free. As of right now, the course is closed. You won't be able to get in right now. So that's the biggest thing that I'm working on for this month, and should be over soon. The next thing I'm doing is partnering up. I actually partnered up with another YouTuber. His name's Chris Nawaller. And Chris, I met Chris because he actually was a subscriber. Well, he still is. He's a subscriber of my channel. And by watching my videos, Chris made his first $1,000 with Google Shopping, right? So from just watching the free content I put out, Chris has been able to become very successful, and he actually has a channel now where he also teaches Google Shopping. Chris and I are getting together, and we're working on a software solely for Google product research. All of the product research tools out there are all focused around Facebook ads and Instagram, but there's no product research tool made specifically for Google Shopping. And Chris and I are filling that gap. We're filling that void. You know, I have the name for the product, not for the product. I have the name for the software. I ran a competition. We both ran a competition on Instagram, and we picked the best name that we got. And the person who suggested the name gets free lifetime access to the software. So I'm not gonna announce the name just yet. We're still working on it and getting it built and having it ready for later this year. We don't have a launch date anytime soon. Chris and I are also working on a Google Ads agency. Right, that's one thing that a lot of you guys have actually asked me about it personally, messaged me, and you guys want me to take over and run your Google Ads for you. So we're working on putting together an agency and putting a team together to help us out with that. It's not gonna be an agency that I'm gonna use my personal brand to get clients for. I'm actually gonna use Google Ads to get clients for the Google Ads agency. So it's a lot different, but yeah. So course, research tool, agency. I'm also partnering with a friend of mine. He hasn't started building his personal brand yet. His name's Sky. We're working on it's a different business model. It's basically YouTube, but I don't want to get into all the details just yet. But we're building YouTube and Instagram accounts, basically monetizing them. And we're not using it's not going to be based around my personal brand or his when he eventually starts building his. What else do I have for 2019? Oh, 2019, the biggest thing I'm doing, which I actually start working on it I've actually already started working on it, but my business partner doesn't get back until January 9th. So he gets back on Wednesday. Today's January 8th. He gets back tomorrow. I'm doing something completely different. I'm actually going back into private labeling. The first time I did private labeling, I did it low ticket. It was low ticket private labeling. Now I'm doing high ticket private labeling. Our product has, let me double check. I believe it has about 90,000. The monthly search volume for it is 90,000 people. Actually, I was wrong. It's actually 200,000 people. That's the monthly search volume for it. So we're going to use Google Shopping ads, of course, for the private label brand. The product cost is going to be $499. But Google Shopping is not going to be our main focus for this private label, even though we're going to run them. Our main focus is actually going to be on Instagram, right? It's a product that's very visual, and we think Instagram is the way to go for this private label brand. So we're working on a private label brand together. He won't be back till tomorrow is when we'll start putting all the pieces together. That's actually something I'm really, really excited for, because once the private label brand is actually up and running, I will actually tell you and show you the website and everything like that, because it's not something that's going to be easy to replicate. You know what I mean? So I have no problem. It's not like dropshipping where if I tell you my product, you're just gonna everyone watching is going to go in and try to sell that product. With private labeling, especially doing it high ticket, it's a lot harder to replicate. And we have our marketing strategy already set in place. Everything's ready to go. We're just gonna start putting the pieces together once he gets back. So that's something I'm really excited for. Another thing I'm excited for this year is to hone in my networking skills. Last year was really great. I networked with a lot of people who were previously out of reach for me. Now I actually have their personal phone number, which is pretty cool. So I've networked like great 2018, and I plan on 10xing that, networking with even more people. And one thing that I learned when I went to New York and met Dan Fleshman, one thing that he said that not spoke out to me, but what's the word? It stuck out to me. Networking isn't about just exchanging social media, right? And a lot of people get that confused. Networking is being able to reach out to someone and they'll take action on your behalf for you immediately. If you don't have anyone in your network that can do that for you, then you're not networking correctly. So I plan on, doubling down on networking this year. This year I also plan on doing my very first speaking event. It's probably going to be right here in Columbus. It's not going to be super big it's not going to be an event where I charge like $200 for. It's actually the first event. It's going to be like super cheap. And I probably won't promote it much on YouTube. I'm just going to run Facebook and Instagram ads for it for people already in Columbus, right? And see how that goes. But I do want to speak at an e-com event. We'll see how that goes as well. Another thing I'm actually going to do on this channel, that I hope to do on this channel for 2019, is to try different things, right? So there's a bunch of business models that interest me, but I've never tried. Like, I have no experience in them whatsoever. And I want to basically be a newbie, a beginner, and document that entire process and just try it out. So one of them is Amazon FBA. Even though it's kind of unfair because I do have a lot of people, again, in my network who have already reached out and said, hey, whenever you're ready to get into Amazon FBA, I'm willing to help you, coach you through the entire process. But I do want to do an Amazon FBA series. I also plan on doing a high-ticket dropshipping series on this channel. It's going to be in the high-ticket playlist. And what's going to happen is I'm actually going to product research, supply research, build a store, drive traffic to it, all in front of your eyes as well. It's basically the same thing I'm doing for the course, but I want to do one for YouTube as well. I also want to do passive income streams, talk about more passive income streams. So right now I'm averaging $100 a day on eBay right now, completely passively. And I'm actually going to show you guys how to do that. What else? I'm also later this year, I'm going to get into social media growth because I have a lot of skills that I just haven't been able to put out and actually show you guys just yet. But I definitely have a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge and things that I could show you how to grow Instagram accounts, how to grow YouTube accounts, because we're still in the process of learning and we're going to test that. Sky and I are going to test that, but once we have that down, I'm actually going to show you how to grow YouTube accounts, not necessarily personal brand accounts, but other YouTube accounts that you can monetize later. It doesn't have to tie into e-commerce. You can monetize it different ways. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, those are basically my goals for 2019. Another thing, I do want to do a TED Talk. So if any of you guys know what path to take to do a TED Talk, please reach out to me, because that's been on my bucket list for years and I definitely want to do that. But yeah, that's basically my goals for 2019. Leave your goals down below so I can read them out. Not read them out, check them out. I want to see what you guys have, what plans you guys have for the new year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and most definitely subscribe.
When I make a meal, 95 when an option. In the field, they kinda run out of options. She always complain like she not see me often, but often I'll be OT tiring. Girl, don't worry, I'll be hard in the morning. Used to move like there's nothing to lose. Mix the off-white with the blues. Golden rule like 10 of the